Three, two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the second episode of the Abouarram Experience, and the right way to say it is Abouarram Experience. And today we have a special guest. We have Seif Abouarram. He's, if you notice, we have the common last name, which means one of two things: either he's adopted or he's my brother. And I can tell you, he's my brother. Seif, welcome to the podcast. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks.
Good.
I really miss you.
I miss you too. I miss you too. So, for people who don't know Seif Abouarram, or Seif, I would like to give a brief introduction on our relationship. We were obviously brothers, but we lived together in Swansea for almost 4 or 5 years, and there was some hell of years, some things we've done, some things we went through, and yeah, it was a hell of an experience.
Yeah, yeah. So, for the people who don't know me, well, yeah, as Abs said, we're brothers. And we lived together for nearly 5 years. Uh, it was the best experience I've had for a long time, because now we're not living together for how long now? I think it's 3 years now, 4 years as well.
3 years, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 3 years. So yeah,
So where are you now?
yeah.
Where are you?
Well, I'm back home, back in Egypt. Still confused,
We're in Egypt.
figuring in Cairo, so the capital.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as I said,
Yeah.
or as I was saying, still confused of this phase. To be honest, of my life, still figuring out a lot of things. But yeah, just like living the day by day until we figure it out, and hopefully it will turn out to be uh, the life we want it to be as planned. Yeah,
It will. It will. Sif is a football player. So basically, Sif played in Swansea for Swansea Football Club for almost 3 or 4 years, and then he went from Swansea Football Club to Briton Ferry,
yeah,
and then from Briton Ferry, I think he got offered a professional contract. And
yeah.
but so tell me what happened there.
So yeah, so I was playing for the uni team for for the whole period of my study period. Um, Played with them well, actually the first 2 years, or no, the first couple of months, to be honest, not 2 years, a couple of months in uni. I was playing for the fourth and fifth team, which was not good at all, to be honest, because like I was playing like when I came from Egypt to the UK, I went to the Egyptian national team for a couple of times, and I was playing in my age I was playing in the top league, and I was so I can pretty much say that I was good. But in the first year of my uni, so when I went, it was on the last day. I still remember the day as if it was yesterday, to be honest. I went, and it was the last day of the tryouts for the uni team. And I played one match, I think, with the whole players who were there at the moment. I think I was one of the few Arab people and Egyptian. Like it was only me. And do you remember one of our friend called Marwan Miligi? He was on the
Yeah,
tryout
Marwan.
as
Yeah, yeah,
well.
I remember Marwan.
So yeah, and from there, like I was, they just. I remember like the tryouts, or the thing where you know if you were selected or not. It was on Twitter at the time, on the uni page, and I was looking for my name, and the first team went by. I wasn't chosen or wasn't selected. The second team, the third team, and I was saying, I used to say, what the fuck, what's going on? And then yeah, on the fourth team, like in the list of on the list of the fourth team, I was selected. I played with them for I think 2 3 weeks, and then I went to the fifth team. And I remember I was playing really well in those division, but I don't know. But at the time, we didn't have a coach, a proper coach who was coaching us. It was just the seniors. And then I remember the captain of the sixth team. He called me, or like I think yeah, he messaged me and he said like we have a big game and we want you to be with us to play with us. We're a good bunch of people and you'll enjoy it. You'll do whatever you want. And I went, to be honest, because like I really at the moment, and I still like, to be honest, to this day, I fucking love playing football, whatever the level. So yeah, I played with them, and then I met David. Like he was appointed as our coach for the first team. And I remember like the day I went to him, I was training with the third team, and after and then I saw him, and then I ran to him and I told him, to be honest, look, I believe that I'm better than any of the players that you have in the first team, and I used to have like a big file or a portfolio that has all my resume or like all my experience. And I told him that I have from the Egyptian FA what supports that I played for my national team, and that I was playing professionally at my age. And then he told me, okay, finish your training, which was 2 hours, and then you'll train with us again for another 2 hours. And I said, okay, I have no problem. And I remember, yeah, ever since that day, like I trained with them, and ever since that day, like I was in the first team, first and second team for the first year, and then the first team until I graduated.
Nice.
Yeah, it was quite a journey, to be honest. It was nice. And honestly, we got
Yeah.
promoted for the like I played with them for 5 years, and we started like we went. We wanted to join the Welsh League. So, in order to join the Welsh League, you have to go through all the divisions. So we started from Swansea League, which was the lowest division. So Swansea League, and
So
then
we had an internet connection issue, but we're back on. And say if you were saying that uh, you were in Swansea doing what? Can you please like carry on?
no. So I was saying that when I joined the first team, like the uni had a partnership with Swansea City FC. So they brought David, who was at the time the head coach of the Swansea City under 23, and they wanted to do a program which was similar to Cardiff Met, because Cardiff Met had a really good program, like football program, which they joined the Welsh League, and they reached the Welsh Prem, and they played the Europa League qualifiers. So Swansea Uni wanted to have the same program. So yeah, so as I was saying, that we wanted to join the Welsh League as well. So in order to join the Welsh League, you have to go through the whole divisions, starting from Swansea League, which was the lowest division at the time, Swansea League, and then Welsh League Division 3, 2, and 1, and then the Prem. And for straight 5 years, like we had, yeah, back to back promotions, uh, until yeah we reached the Welsh Prem. However, so we won the Welsh League Division 1 and we reached the Welsh Prem, but for some reasons which were out of our hand, we didn't play in the Welsh Prem, because at the moment, at the time, they had the requirements for us to, in order for us to play in the Welsh Prem, which was you have to have a stadium and a parking lot for the fans, and so yeah, basically like a proper stadium in order to play in the Welsh Prem.
Mm,
Yeah, and we didn't meet
mm.
the requirements, so we didn't. We didn't play in the Welsh Prem. And yeah, my last year at uni, like I was doing my master's degree, and I had like I signed for Britain Ferry at the time, and I remember this was really
Was that the year
at
that
the
you went to the Welsh Prem?
yeah. So yeah, the year we went to the Welsh Prem, I signed for Britain Ferry. However, I remember because like at the time I think we had me and you different goals. You just wanted to find a job and secure a job in the UK. I had a similar goal. However, I didn't focus on looking for jobs or like applying for any jobs. To be honest, I was just like focusing on football. I wanted to pursue my football career only. So yeah, I think I got a contract from Britain Ferry and I signed it, and it went to the home office. I remember like I had only 10 days before my visa expires, and before my visa expires 10 days before my visa expires, like I received an email from the home office and they said we won't be able to accept this contract unless you meet certain criteria or conditions, which was unlucky to be honest, because like I really dreamt of the moment that for my like I looked at it at the time that for like for my age at this time and for this phase in my life, playing in the Welsh Prem, and it's a good exposure for me. So like that was one of my goals, just to reach the Welsh Prem, play as a pro there, and then hopefully I'll get signed. Or like I can get exposed and be able to sign for a bigger club. However, yeah, the criteria. So because I was a foreigner, so foreigners have like a different requirements or criteria they have to meet in order to be professionally enrolled in the UK, not
Yes.
just Wales or England. So yeah, at the time the criteria were
Hmm.
simple. However, it was simple, but it wasn't realistic because there were two easy
Yeah.
criteria that I met. Which the first one was my national team had to be ranked among the top 50 national teams by the time, and the club that will provide or like
Good.
provide me with a contract had to sponsor my visa, which was it was something. I think by the time it was easy. However, the third one it was the criteria because they said in the past 2 years of your life you have to be or yeah in the past 2 years you should what was it in the past 2 years your participation level
In
with
the
the
last
first
two
team.
years, you have to have. Yes.
Yeah, a certain participation level, which was by the time because like Egypt were like 49 at the time, ranked 49. So I had to participate for at least 75% in the competitive matches. And this was the issue with this criteria for like with the requirements. Because I remember like I sent them an email, like I sent them so many emails. And I remember telling them like I was a student for the past 5 years. How come uh, in the past 2 years you expect me to be with the
That you
national
can
team.
play. Yeah.
Yeah, but I told them as well like I can get proofs or documents, actual documents that I can show that I played for my national team. But yeah, it didn't work out, so I had to go back to Egypt because my visa then expired. And then this is another story, another journey.
Yeah. So I have some questions on the first journey.
Yeah.
So I'll just take you back a bit. The moment when you just came from Egypt, just fresh out of Egypt, you came to the UK, and you started playing with the Swansea Football Club. What were the main differences in in the culture, like in the football culture, between the football culture in Egypt and the football culture in the UK or in Swansea, and also in terms of football, what was the major differences in football tactics between Egypt and the UK as well?
Yeah, honestly, it was the main difference was the discipline and organization. Honestly, like
Hmm.
football in the UK, it's so organized, and the players like British players are so disciplined. I think that was the major difference. Other than that, to be honest, I thought the whole time that talent-wise, like it's similar. Like we in my opinion, I think there are a lot of Egyptian players who are way talented than the British players. However, as I said, yeah, the discipline and how organized they are. This is the difference that they make,
And
and
why are you
that
saying this? Like, where did you see this, or why are you saying this rather?
because to be honest, in the UK, there was a lot of times that when I was playing, most players like they're not. I don't want to say they're not talented. They are definitely talented. However, they like for example, Brazilians are talented by nature.
Yeah,
Brazilian players like they're known
yeah,
for the talent. However, the British, like to be honest, if you could name me now, we can name a couple of British players who are like really talented and known in the like, globally now. But back then, they you couldn't name a lot of
yeah.
British
I will
players who
actually
were.
challenge you there. Like, there's Walcott. I think you can have Walcott. He was good. You can have,
There's a difference. There's a difference between good and world class. To be honest, Walcott
yeah.
for some years like, and the thing is, Walcott and most of the British players they weren't consistent,
Okay.
and it is the same goes for the Brazilian players. However, Brazilian players, yeah, they're not consistent. They know what they want from football. They just play football for fun. They talented by nature. However, they are really good. Okay, Walcott was talented, and I really love and like his.
Not just
Uh,
Walcott. You have Lampard, Gerrard. I don't know. Rio Ferdinand. Um, who else?
well, actually, now I can name you a lot of players. Like you have Foden,
Yeah,
Bellingham. You have Reece James. However, he's always injured.
yeah.
You have Declan Rice, Saka. However, still it is debatable among their fans that they are really good players, but they're not world class players. Put
Okay.
aside Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden. It was like to me, Phil Foden is something different. Uh, but yeah, like getting back to your point, the difference between Egyptian players and or like for me, the difference between Egyptian players and European players is discipline, consistency. They're consistent. Like in Egypt, like for example, the small bits of discipline, it's not there.
Mm,
For example, nutrition.
yes.
No one in Egypt like honestly care about nutrition.
Yes.
It's so bad. It's so
Yeah.
bad. Like you don't know how bad it is. But yeah,
Like
also
I think you told me like some players would just smoke cigarettes before before games.
yeah, a lot of plays.
Yeah.
However, there's in the UK there's a similar thing
Trend. Yeah.
going on. Yeah, which is you know the snooze.
No,
The,
what's
s-
that?
it's called a snooze or snus. It's a nicotine patch that they put under their upper lip, and it gives them nicotine and it gives them a buzz. I think,
Oh,
and yeah. But however, I don't know the difference, but it doesn't damage your lung.
Yeah, so you basically getting like the whole benefits of the nicotine, but without the harms
Yeah,
of smoking.
yeah. So, but yeah, there's a lot of European examples that
Yeah,
the players who used to smoke a lot, Nangolan, for example, and a lot of journalists used to ask the Belgian head coach, how do you accept this? How do you deal with Nangolan smoking? And he was famous for saying, as long as he do and gives me his 100%,
yeah.
I don't care what he do. But yeah,
For,
it depends.
for me, I'm always asking, can this guy who like if Nangolan is like 100% or like he's very good while smoking, is there any possibility that he'd be like 10 times better or like 5 times
Definitely,
better if he's not
definitely.
smoking? And
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, and like just to your point, you're saying that in Egypt there's no nutrition, and like you're saying that the talent in Egypt is so um, there's a lot of talent in Egypt. Imagine like how more talent there would be if people took nutrition more seriously. I think it's the same thing.
yeah, definitely. It will change the game, to be honest, in Egypt. And I'm just talking about the small bits, the easy bits. But you have like, bro, you have so much. I don't want to say, but so much nonsense going on with the Egyptian culture when it comes to football.
So I want to
You
ask
know,
you. Sorry, go on.
yeah,
Uh,
go on.
I was going to ask you. So now you came to the UK and you've spent 4 or 5 years in the UK playing in a very competitive standard in like the Welsh Prem. So that's like the highest competitive thing you can reach in the Welsh league. Now we go back to Egypt. So what do you do in Egypt? So as soon as you went back to Egypt, can you just tell me like your story? What happened when you joined
Yeah,
when
yeah, definitely.
when you came back to Egypt?
So, yeah, when I went back to Egypt, like, I had my military service, so which it was obligatory to do it. However, like, I think I remember, like, I went back to Egypt on March 2021, and f- since March 2021 till, I think, yeah, 1st of July 2022, I was doing nothing.
Yeah,
To be honest, no, I was, but no, but I didn't do nothing. It wasn't my decision. To be honest, like, it was something because, like, I knew that I have a military service that I have to do, and in order to join or like apply for my service, I needed to what do you call it, like, because like I had a degree from Swansea University,
yes.
which is a foreign university. I had to,
Do like an equivalence. You need to
yeah,
like
equivalent,
prove,
yeah,
yeah, that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
equivalent.
I had to do an equivalency certificate from the universal or the bar of universities in Egypt. Yeah, this institute,
Yes.
and they made the equivalency in 1.5 year, I think.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and in Egypt you couldn't have a job. I couldn't start the military service until like I get my equivalency certificate and like submit it or like provide it to the army. Because if I joined the army without providing this document, I would have stayed in the army for 3 years. So yeah,
Yes. So in Egypt, if you don't have like a high degree education level, you stay in the army for 3 or 4 years. But if you have a higher degree, you would say like 1 year. Is that
yeah. So if you didn't if you didn't complete high school, you join the army for 3 years. If you only completed high school, you stay in the army for 2 years. And if you have a high degree, you join the army for only 1 year.
okay? So for a year and a half, you've been trying to make this equivalency, and
Yeah, but in the year and a half, I was playing with one of the Egyptian second division club. It was called ZFC. They play now in the Egyptian Prem. Yeah, and I trained with them for 7 or 8 months, I think. And I was promised by the end of these months that I will be granted a contract, a professional contract. However, like I did, this was like a stupid thing that I made. And before signing a contract, I just told them, "Well, I have a military service, so can you do anything?" And then they told me, "No, just like finish or like sort yourself out, and then come back to us." And to be honest, like I was expecting that
Response.
response.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so like yeah, I was training with them for
So I just want to
7 or 8.
stop you here. I just want to, and I want to ask you, like, so when you came back from the UK to Egypt and you're playing with ZFC, and that's also like
Yeah,
a high level club. What were the differences in football that you've seen, and what were the differences in yourself? Like, obviously, you can see yourself, and you can see the people around you. How do you view your yourself compared to the other people after 4 or 5 years playing in the UK? Was there any difference?
yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, the main difference was the mentality, to be honest, because so yeah, my case with ZFC, I wasn't playing because like it was mid-season for them, so I wasn't training with the first team. ZFC by the time had it was the only team that have a reserve team. So I was training with the reserve team. I was playing friendlies with the reserve team. So and mainly the reserve team are the players who are not performing well in the first team. So they just move them to the reserve team until they see progress. If there is progress, they will go back to the first team. But because I didn't sign or oh, can you hear me? Well, that's Egypt, so I'm sorry. Like the electricity went off.
Oh my god! So that happens every day. Electricity just goes off.
Yeah, for honestly, this is something recent. For the past 6 months, I think, because they wanted to. Uh, I don't wanna. I don't know why they're doing this, but yeah, for at least 2 hours a day, they just cut off the electricity.
Okay. Are you comfortable continuing the
Yeah,
podcast?
if
That's
I'm
cool.
visible, if I'm visible and you can see me, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, yeah. We can see
Yeah,
you and we
as
can
I
hear
was
you.
saying, nice. So as I was saying that. Uh, Yeah, so I was
So
playing in the
yeah.
reserve team. I was training with them. I played with them a lot of friendlies. I think 3 or 4 friendlies by that time because it was mid-season, as I said, and there wasn't a lot of friendlies going on. Yeah, and I was promised a contract by the end of the period. However, yeah, the thing is, when I told them about the military service, they told me just sort yourself out and come back or let us know.
They told
And
you, yeah. But yeah,
I
my
couldn't.
question was like, what were the main differences in yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah.
what
Sorry.
were the main
Yeah,
differences in like playing football, like in football tactics?
to be honest, the football in Egypt is, I think it stuck at a point, and this is not because of players. To be honest, it because of coaches, managers, and yeah, coaches in Egypt. Well, honestly, there's so limited coaches in Egypt that they want to develop and improve themselves. To be honest, most of the coaches they
Mm,
play like a basic 4-3-3. Okay, because like, and
yeah.
I think they're not convinced just because the whole world is playing this. They are doing the same. And most of the coaches, like they depend on emotions, to if you can get what I mean. So it's more emotional. Like I remember, like
Yeah.
one of the coach, without saying his name, I saw like there was no tactics. He was just like he was playing on the emotional aspect of the players. Please, man, I need you to win. I need you to do 100%. I have to win. My name, my so yeah, it was something um,
My
more of a,
recognition.
yeah, yeah. But and like something that I knew when I was recently as well, that most of the Egyptian coaches, they don't have like a legit certificate or like license. They have the basic, I think D or C
Well,
license, and
does
that's
that
it.
really make a difference?
To be honest, I don't believe that it makes a difference, because like there's a very successful example in the French league, where there was someone, a coach. I don't remember what team he's coaching now, but I think he was known for his results on football manager league. Do you know the game football manager? So he was known for his
Hmm.
results.
Yeah. No
He was
way.
doing,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, he was doing a great job. I think he didn't lose for a, he had like a record streak that he didn't lose games. And then one of the lower league teams in France, they just appointed him, and he was doing a great job with them. And then yeah, I think he's now coaching one a team in the league in the first division in France, in the Prem. He's doing a great job, to be honest.
Oh,
And he's
nice.
British. Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool. Um, so what are you doing now? Like, are you playing in a team now? Are you um, uh, what's the updates with you right now?
well, now I'm working and playing football as well. So I'm working as a financial analyst, and then yeah, I play as well. However, I hope that I can get or get offered like to a new team, better team. I'm just like I really hope that I can get like a first division or second division team to get the exposure that I want, because I play in a league that there's no exposure, to be honest. No one sees it, and it's only known for
What league are you playing in?
the second division.
What team?
Uh, well, the team is I don't know, like, but you know, like اتحاد الشرطة. However, I train with them now, and yeah, but I just hopefully just want to leave, because like there's a lot of stuff going back and forth with the management, so hopefully I'll leave. But yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. So this is like football right now, and
yeah,
you're working, and but also you're training in a Division 2 football club, but
yeah,
you wanna leave and you wanna go to like another club, hopefully in
yeah,
Egypt. Uh, so these are the updates with you in football and in
yeah,
Egypt. But other than that, I just want to take the conversation somewhere else, and I just I wanna know more about like life in Egypt. How is life in Egypt right now? Because me personally, even though I'm Egyptian, I haven't been living in Egypt for the past like 6 7 years. I've been living in the UK, and obviously there's a lot have changed. And you've been living in Egypt for the past 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years, living just like living in Egypt. So I'm personally curious on like how is life in Egypt? Like obviously there's a lot of things happening at the moment.
Can I'm sorry.
Um,
Can you give me a second,
I'm
please?
just curious. I just want to understand. Like I want to know more about like how is your life in Egypt? Like if you can give me like if you tell me like how's your life now? Like in like a day in your life right now.
Well,
How would that be?
right now at the moment we have Eid al-Adha, where we have a
Yeah,
vacation. But however, like in the normal days, well, I work from 10 till 4. Then I go
yeah,
to like, and then I have my football training from 5 till sometimes 6.5, 7, depends on the day.
yeah,
And no, honestly, yeah, I go to the gym early in the morning because I know when I have when I have the my football training, like I don't train, I don't go to the gym. So most of the days, to be honest, now I wake up at 6 a.m. and then I go to gym at 7. I finish gym, go to work, and then I finish work, go to my football practice, and then s- to be honest, most of the days, like I just, like after I finish football, I just like go and hang out with my friends. I don't like to just
yeah,
keep on doing like training, working, training, and then I like to have fun. So yeah, like I hang
yeah,
out with my friends. And to answer your question about how's life in Egypt, to be honest, like for me, like I was living in the UK, and I really like, so whenever someone asks me, what do you think about Swansea or the UK, and I always say that Swansea is my country. It's my birth country, but yeah, because I really like Swansea, and hopefully I'll go back one day. But to be honest, there's a lot of pros and cons. Like if we're going to compare the UK to Egypt, if, to me, I think the social life in Egypt is way better. To be honest, because like everyone wakes up till 3, 4 in the morning. Everything is open. You have a lot of places to hang out. However, in the UK, it just the standard going to the pub or a club, and I don't. To be honest, I don't enjoy much going out to a club. However, I used to enjoy it when I was in uni, but I
yeah.
think we're getting old now. No, I don't want to say we're getting old, but because we're still young. However, I think our
You get
energy,
once. Yeah,
yeah, and I think our energy changed a bit in the way that we want to enjoy our night out. In Egypt, like yeah, it's the places are always packed. You meet a lot of, wherever you go, you'll definitely meet someone that you know. So yeah, it's fun as a
So
social life.
speaking
However,
about yeah, speaking about yeah, go on.
yeah, but I was saying, if we're gonna talk about the professional life, I think UK is way better because, like, as I told you, the most important thing is discipline. Everyone is disciplined. Everyone knows what he wants, work wise, sports wise, everything. So yeah,
Yeah, but you need to have fun as well, my brother. You need to have fun.
true.
Speaking about nightlife and going out, I actually was
Mm.
I went out yesterday and saw Theo Von. You know Theo Von, the stand-up comedy guy,
Yeah, yeah,
stand-up
yeah,
comedian.
yeah.
Um, I went to saw him yesterday with Samara. We went to London.
Was this, was this your
Yeah,
first ever? Was this your first ever stand-up comedian show?
first ever stand-up comedy show. It was
Yeah,
very nice. I enjoyed it, um, and I just I really like the atmosphere over there. They had like a warm-up comedian at the start. His name is Ali
nice.
something. He was really funny as
Was he
well.
funny?
And then there's
Yeah,
yeah, he was really funny. He was really funny, and he was taking the piss out of the people in the crowd. and making fun of them, which everyone loved, and that was cool. And then there was another stand-up comedian. I think she was a girl. She lives in the UK and she's Canadian. I can't remember her name, but she was also alright. And then Theo Von came out, and just the whole crowd lost it. Everyone was like cheering Theo Von and stuff, and yeah, it was really funny. But it was also crazy, like the topics that they like speak about in the show. Like some of these topics are, you'd be like, what the hell is he saying? And he just like says like stuff, and everyone is laughing. And I just love the whole experience. Have you ever
So
attended like a stand up comedy show yourself?
I really want to. To be honest, like when I was young, I thought that I can be a good stand-up comedian, but no, I think
I just want to say something. Also, no, I just want to say something. Safe in Arabic is a lot funnier. I
yeah.
don't know why, but he's in like also English is funny, but in Arabic, he just makes me laugh. He makes me laugh a lot. Um, yeah. So you're saying that you wanted to be a stand-up comedian?
I didn't want to pursue a stand-up comedian career. However, I just every now and then, like, I thought, why not doing a stand-up comedy show to my friends? And I once tried it. Do you remember, like, Firas and Sharif and Hamza, my friends from uni? I remember one time, like, we were sitting, hanging out, like, just a chill day, and then out of nowhere, I told them, guys, I stood up and I told them, guys, I'm gonna do you a free stand-up comedian show, and it was a disaster. To be honest, it was one of the
Oh, really?
shittiest stand-up comedian shows ever. To be
Were the
honest,
crowd
like,
heckling?
bro, they were like, honestly, like, I remember, like, it was like, I think it was mid our like, it wasn't late. Like, I think we like, we sat for a bit. We watched a movie, and then I said, and we planned to. The plan was, like, we were gonna, like, stay up for like for, I think, 4 or 5 a.m. doing nothing, just playing, watching movies and stuff. And then out of nowhere, I
Classic uni
think,
stuff.
yeah, basic uni stuff, uni life. And I think at 1 a.m. I was bored, and I told them, look, guys, it's on me. I'm gonna change the atmosphere. Like, I'm gonna do a free stand-up comedy show. I don't want any money. Just enjoy it, please. If and after the show, if you want me to do it on a regular, please let me know, and I'll let you know the fees and stuff.
Nice.
I feel like the first 10 minutes, and they
Yeah.
wanted to leave.
Not really.
So, like, they wanted to leave, man. They kept on saying, I can't say what they said, but yeah.
But
They're
that's
like,
normal, man. That's really normal. Like, obviously, I'm not a comedian, but from what I hear, like from like people who do comedy and stuff, like most comedian when they start, they bomb and they start like they basically
yeah,
eat shit,
it's really hard. I think.
bro.
But the
I
thing
think
is, as well, I wasn't prepared. Like, I didn't have, like, a script that I was gonna go through, so that made it a lot difficult, harder
yeah,
to.
yeah. Bro, I think we're reaching the 48-minute mark, and so we're gonna wrap it up. But before we wrap it up, I just want to say the story. But before I say the story, I just want to say next time we need to do it a lot better. We need to have like a better internet connection. We need
Yeah,
to
definitely. We need to do
stay
it
away
properly.
from the yeah properly. We need to stay away from the electricity thing. We like and we
Yeah,
need to do it properly. But I just want to say that I think one time. Um, one time, one of my friends, Joel, I think we are all out in a night out, and
uh,
Safe saw like this, Safe saw this attractive girl, and he was like, "She's so beautiful, she's so hot. I want to bite her or something." And like this thing just kept with us the whole like 5 years of uni. Every time Joel
yeah,
like sees Safe or,
I remember.
sees me, he's like, your brother, man, your brother says the most wild shit, and yeah, but it was very cool. Bro,
Yeah,
like uni as well for me was very it was very good. I miss like these days when we all hanged out together, me, you, Firas, Moody, Sharif, and also
Raymond,
Raymond, Joel, Stephen, Connor, Danny. Like it
the
was
whole lot. Yeah.
yeah, the whole lot. It was cool. It was cool. Anyway, we reached 50 minutes, and the internet you're I can barely see you, so we we call this a success for the first time, but it will that will be the last time. We'll do it again, and we will just be very
Definitely.
prepared. Bro, thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. I
No,
love
thank you
you.
for having me.
You're the
As
best
you,
brother, and yeah, we'll do it again. Take care.
yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me, and I really love you, bro. I'll see you
I love
soon.
you too, man. Yeah, we'll see you soon for sure. Cool. See
Okay.
ya. Bye, guys.
See ya.